Yeah, good to be 1-0. Really appreciate the fans, specifically the student section. You could definitely tell their energy helped us, and the atmosphere was great. So really appreciate, the Mizzou family showing up and being loud, and even Tiger Walk was probably the best that we've had it since I've been here. The fans were in the stands at 7 o'clock. And like I said, the student section was loud and very exciting for us. So really appreciate that. Got a little bit of a personal update for us. This morning, Chance Looper encountered some illness and had to be taken, and he's going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks, if not longer. Really tough day for us this morning. I was really proud of our team, the way they responded, and specifically Curtis, Coach Looper. To have your son in the hospital and still show up and coach says a lot about him as a person, how much he cares about our team and character of him. And I know Chance was really disappointed. He had such a beautiful fall camp and had earned the right to start tonight. And for me personally, I've known Chance since he was really little, and so I know he's got great care with MU Health, and he's going to be fine. We're all pulling for him. And I know he'll be fine, and he's got the great doctors and team with him. But boy, it was good to get a win. And you could just tell Curtis all game just wasn't quite there, and I totally understand that. And it was good to get a win for him. First want to just say defense. Wow, what a difference a year makes. To hold the team like that. I think 11 yards rushing was pretty impressive. 3 turnovers forced in the first half. A defensive touchdown. Can't say enough about the effort that those guys had. Blake Baker did an unbelievable job, and not just Blake, but that whole staff, DJ, Coach Peeps, Coach Al, Coach Pogue, and all those guys. I mean, what a great job creating turnovers and stopping the run. Obviously, it wasn't perfect, too many explosive plays. Hate that we had those 2 long explosive plays to end the game on what would have been a really nice job. Offensively, I thought we struggled early to find a rhythm. We really were not in sync, but we were able to capitalize on the momentum the defense created. It was nice to see us kind of establish the run a little bit in the second and third quarter. I thought I called that timeout with about 36 seconds left to go on that 4th down because we knew that field goal kicker couldn't make it was going to be a tough make for him. And so he was going to let the clock run down and call it right before half. We wanted to force the situation, force the play, and obviously Brady and Toski Dove did a great job to kick the field goal and kind of lifted the momentum. Offensively, I felt like the turnovers, lack of execution in the red zone, 3rd and short, and the 4th down was in penalties. So a lot of sloppiness there that's got to get corrected. And when you're complaining after scoring 52 points, that's probably a bad sign. But, just things that we've got to get corrected in a hurry. And the thing that is kind of good for me is they're all correctable. They're all really correctable. Lack of execution, the turnovers, those things and penalties are really correctable. And I saw enough today out of Brady and the explosiveness out of our receiver core that there's a bright future ahead of us, but we got to get out of our own way. So with that, I'll open up for questions.
Coach, initial impressions of what you saw from Weaver today, 2 touchdowns and a JV, not too bad.
Yeah, I see it every day, to be honest with you. I kind of knew what was coming. I just didn't want to build it up too much. So, yeah, he's a good player. Y'all saw it in the spring game. And, the one he caught, that wasn't considered a passing touchdown. He made 3 guys miss. They were on the headsets talking to me about, hey, he's going to get tackled. What's our 3rd down call? And I was like, I don't know. And he made him score, so that's pretty good. And then the Wildcat was a nice little addition just to make sure he got some touches. But we've been seeing that all fall camp.
Eli, the defense, specifically Tyrone Hopper, that's kind of what you guys saw out of him when he played here last year, I guess. But what do you think about his performance, especially in the first half?
Yeah, I've been trying to tell people, they won't listen. The dude's a special player, and I'm sure glad he's on our football team. Got to teach him he can't block behind an interception, but he's a physical player and diagnoses plays really quickly. And him and Coach Smith do drop school every Wednesday after practice. It showed up on that interception. He threatened the blitz, dropped out, read the quarterback's eyes, made a great play on it. So that was really good to see. Joseph Charleston, I mean, what a heck of a interception. He had one on the first drive get taken away and then come back and get that second one was pretty special for him. Really cool. We're celebrating in the locker room. He's got a son in there with him. That's a moment he'll have for the rest of his life, and that's pretty cool.
How did you feel like Brady managed the game, and how did he extend plays with his feet?
Yeah, I thought he made some really great decisions in the pocket, specifically on third downs, pulling and running. There's some game management things that we got to get in there and correct. But overall, for his first career start, disappointed on the interception. I think that was just a combination of, a little bit too much sauce on the throw, and but I thought for the most part he managed the game pretty well. There's a lot of room to grow, but he was critical on some key third downs. I thought he handled our checks pretty well, and I mean he had a couple of big time plays. There was a 4-by-1 play where they brought a guy off the edge, was hot. He kind of gave him the old up and under and scrambled for the first down. So he made some big-time plays there, obviously scrambled for that touchdown. But he's got a few mistakes that we'll have to take off the tape.
The open field tackling was really strong tonight. How rewarding is that as a coach when you see you eliminating yards after contact and getting guys on the ground?
I mean, I think if you're going to be a good defensive team, the first guy to the ball's got to make a tackle. You can't, especially in air raids, and you can't take away everything. You got to create one-on-one matchups, and we were physical all camp. We tackled as much as we possibly could, and our coaches do a great job of continuing that with tackling circuits, and it showed up tonight. I thought JC's contact speed was incredible on some of his coming down from that free safety position, and I think that's an area he's really grown from last year, his confidence, but his contact speed and running through tackles.
Can you talk about how you're going to assess the running backs and kind of the reps they're going to get going forward? You had such high level play from Pete, Schrader, Young. I mean, how are you going to assess that going forward?
It's a great problem, so we'll figure it out. I don't know. That's what. Yeah, I mean, we got 3 really good players, and hopefully we can mix it in. And they all got their own strengths and toughness. And I'll be honest, I thought Cody and Nate really created a lot of on their own yards after contact. I mean, I know our offensive line was doing some good stuff. It looked like they were playing on edges, and both of those guys were kind of running through blocks and or running through tacklers, and so it's a good problem to have.
What do you like about Luther out of the Wildcat, and what kind of wrinkle does that add to your offense?
I just like direct snapping him the ball, so I don't have to worry about throwing it to him.
It looked like you and Cooper had a moment there at the end of the game. Do you want to share what happened there? What does he have to do to earn a bigger slice of the offense?
No, I mean, he played a ton. The ball just didn't go his way tonight. I got to do a better job of making sure I get him some touches early, but I mean, there was several plays designed to go that way. We had a couple of scud screens or quick screens that were designed to go to him. The ball just didn't go that way. Look, we all want to contribute. Everybody wants to play. Everybody wants to contribute. Sometimes you get your opportunity. Sometimes you don't. It doesn't affect our feelings towards him at all. He doesn't have to earn any more playing time. I mean, he played a ton. He's had a great fall camp. He's just got to stay the course.
You talked about the offense starting slow. When it does start slow, when there's kind of that misfire, what is it? Quarterback play? Is it chemistry? Is it play calling?
It's me. It's play calling. No, I mean, it is. I got to do a better job putting us in better situations. So, yeah, those guys are playing hard. It's just poor play calling early.
There's a play in the second quarter, Luther kind of snatched an interception away. Trying to remember exactly the time how it happened, but there's that kind of play. What does that mean with a guy like that? What does that bring to a team where he has the talent to make plays like that, kind of take away a play that's going to turn the tide of the game?
You're talking about the out route to the right hash. We threw it to the left hash. They trapped the corner. We should have thrown the under. Yeah, we should have thrown the under. I was pretty ticked off at the quarterback about it, to be honest. But, yeah, I mean, good players make good plays. And so, yeah, good job by him.
Eli, it didn't look like Ennis was out there much in the second half.
He rolled up his ankle. Yeah, and that's why I used the timeout late, because they put him back in the game. I was like, what the crap are we doing with a minute 15 left to go in the game, putting him back in? So I used the timeout there, but I don't I don't think it's anything serious. We got 10 days to get ready for K-State. He'll be ready to roll.
Coach, it seemed like maybe the soft tissue injuries that he may have had trouble with during camp didn't seem like too much of a problem. Is that something that's behind him now?
You'd have to ask his soft tissue injuries. I don't know, buddy. I mean, I don't have contact with his hamstring, so I hope so. He looked like he ran really tough, but yeah, I got no idea. I don't stretch him out either. So.
Eli, the end of the first half, the execution there from Brady, was that kind of a positive you can go forward with the fact that you did in such a short time in the field goal range there?
Yeah, I mean, I think there was a lot of positives out of him tonight. I mean, I'm not disappointed at all in what we saw. But yeah, anytime you can lead a drive to get a field goal. We had 7 seconds and 1 timeout. Just didn't feel great on the 14-yard line, taking a shot into the end zone right there. Didn't want to lose the chance to score. But I thought he managed that situation really well, had urgency. You know, you can tell by the way Brady plays, it really means a lot to him to be our quarterback. And we just got to calm him down. You know, he doesn't have to make every play on every down. So we'll get there. That's why we coach. We'll get there.
What's the value in being able to get Jack out there, hadn't been out for a long time, and just get him some reps?
Boy, he looked good too, didn't he? That third down conversion he threw. Never seen anybody wave off a pass interference before, but you know, I thought that was some good stuff that he was able to go out there and execute the offense and lead us on a scoring drive and manage the game. And so yeah, that was good. That was good.
How embarrassing was it to get so much production just from newcomers across the board?
Well, that's what the transfer portal was designed to do. And we, you know, I thought we were very, what's the right word? Very tactical in the positions that we plugged holes with. You know, you go from one of the worst rushing defenses in the country to giving up 11 yards, and I'm not saying that was the 85 Bears running the football out there, but, you know, I thought D-Rob, Josh Landry, Jernigan, Christian Williams, I know Robledo got in, Isaiah McGuire, Trajan Jeffcoat, DJ Coleman, Arden Walker, and then our four linebackers really played well in the box, which is what I'd been seeing all spring and fall camp. So I was excited to see that carry over in the game. We'll be tested next week at a different level, but it was good to get us going and figure out what we got to take off the tape.
Jalen Carlise had a bunch of impact early. Obviously, he came away with the interception, but he came down a lot to make plays in the run game. What kind of impact did he have on the game, and what did you like to see out of him?
He's a special player. I mean, a really special player with that size, speed, instincts, and ball skills. I think Coach Baker's done a really good job of continuing to develop him in that safety position, and he understands our offense or our defense really well. And you know, I think Bake's done a really good job of playing to his strengths and utilizing him. You know, he had a big mistake there with one of the explosives that he'll learn from. We got to get that off the tape. So that's good. That's part of growing is learning, making plays, making mistakes, and figure out what you got to get better at.
Between Brady's ability to be mobile and the versatility Burton has, how much deeper is your ability to do different things this year offensively?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll start looking at that again tomorrow. You know, you install an offense and then you kind of play games and figure out, okay, we're good at this. We're not quite as good as this as we thought we were going to be. We have these pieces, and then you build on it. We got some pieces, so now it's our job to build and execute at a higher level than we did today.
How big a piece was Muffin tonight? I don't think anybody's mentioned him.
Well, I didn't know if y'all were watching or not. I mean, dude's a pretty good player in his own right. You know, obviously we tried to get him a couple of touches early in the game to get him going, and it kind of died out. Luther was getting his touches, and then we were able to get him back in. But I thought the over route in the fourth quarter, I think that led to a touchdown. And you know, the Wildcat handoff, jet sweep, he did a nice job with that. And so, yeah, he's got a lot of value. I think he's been able to settle down playing the slot position. I think last year I was asking him to do way too much instead of just letting him focus on what he's going to be really good at, which is a playmaker with the ball in space.
Coach, punter was an ongoing competition throughout fall camp. What did you see from that spot tonight?
One more time, I didn't hear the first.
Punter was an
Punter.
ongoing competition throughout. What did you see from that tonight?
Well, I thought our first punt, maybe we outkicked our coverage a little bit. Had a couple of guys on the spot to make a tackle and didn't. So dialed that in a little bit better. We had one inside the 5, I think, which led to at least got great field position from it offensively. But Sean's got a big leg. So just got to make sure we don't outkick our coverage, or we got to make sure we get down and cover better. But again, yeah, that's first game, and old adage is you're going to make your most improvements from week 1 to week 2, and as a coaching staff, we can't pat ourselves on the back, too much. We got to get in there and we got to be critical, and our team's got to open their heart to receive the criticism and say, okay, let's keep going, let's keep getting better.
Just initial reactions from there. Where are you going to be most critical over the next 10 days?
Turnovers, lack of execution in the red zone, third downs, penalties, explosive plays. So, yeah, and that was just offense, and then the defense giving up explosive plays. We weren't very confrontational on the perimeter. I thought we gave away some cheap yards just from free access throws. Special teams, obviously, I didn't like the first punt return got back for about 50 or 45 or so. So, and that's just off the top of my head. I haven't even watched film yet.
NFL camp, you talk about what's the defense force, a little more turnovers, kind of going.
They saved them all up for tonight.
I said, what was the difference between the game plan and going into today?
I don't know. No idea. But they did it. I mean, it was great. It's good.
Anything else for Coach?
Yes, Coach, real quick. After both those turnovers, the offense came back and they were able to get touchdowns on the next drives. How much has the team in general, but especially the offense, that mental fortitude kind of strengthened, over this offseason?
Yeah, I think one of the things we talked about last night was running to the fight on both sides of the ball. So whether or not the offense turned the ball over, the defense needs to run to the fight and go make a stop. And if the defense either gives up a touchdown or gets a turnover, we got to run to the fight and go make a play. And I think we were able to do that. I didn't think we started very fast, but I think our mental fortitude, we ran to the fight. And we had that really critical fumble in the second quarter, but the defense got a stop. We went right back down and scored. So I thought that showed some toughness there.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, thank y'all.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I didn't get my drink the other night either. I heard you were buying the bar.
I'm not waiting for you anymore if you're going to ask that question.
Got Luther Burton at the podium if you've got questions. Luther, how did it feel to, make your first start out here at Tyrone?
Can you say that again?
How did it feel to make your first start out here? You don't have a big guy. How did it feel to make your first start out at Tyrone?
It felt great. Just being out here with my teammates and we all competing for the same goal. So just compete with them and grinding with them all summer. So it was fun tonight.
Luther, on your touchdown, when you catch the ball at the 7, tell us what the path was you saw to the end zone there, because it looked like there were about 4 guys there.
Oh man, I just wanted to touch the zone, real bad. So I did anything possible to get in there. So yeah.
When you've got 3 or 4 guys in front, is that just instinct at that point, the move?
Yeah, it's just instincts, it ain't. Yeah, it's just instincts.
Back at freshman welcome week, you challenged the students to come out and support you guys. What would you rate the performance tonight?
A 10. Everybody. Yeah, I feel like it was a good atmosphere. I saw a lot of students, so they get a 10.
Ready for class tomorrow?
Yeah.
Coach Drinkwitz said he didn't learn anything about you tonight, meaning that he saw this coming and that he was trying to kind of maybe keep expectations low, but he figured, did you learn anything about yourself tonight in your first college game?
I learned, the game, way faster, than high school. So that's probably, the main thing I learned. But I, came in the game knowing, what the expectation was. So I was ready for it.
Luther, what do you think about your usage in the Wildcat and the number of rushing attempts you got tonight?
Can you say it again?
Your usage in the Wildcat formation and the number of rush attempts you got. 2 touchdowns, both on rushes.
Yeah, it's just an easy way, give me the ball quick and fast, and in space. So, yeah.
You mentioned the expectations. all the buildup over the last 10 months or whatever it's been, has it ever seemed like, you know, a little too much, or how'd you handle it?
I mean, I don't. Well, you know, it's a lot of outsiders. You know, just gonna like say whatever. So I mean, I just put that to the side. And, you know, just lock in with my teammates, and you know, just trying to win. That's all.
Were there any nerves building up during the day for this?
No, I wouldn't say no nerves. Probably, you know, more excitement. You know, just being out here. It's my first college game. You know, too excited. I mean, it was fun though.
Luther, on the touchdown run you took off before Dominic even came across, was there any chance you were handing that one off?
No. No.
Earlier today, I saw your family. They were excited to see you play. Between you, Cody, and Brady, a lot of St. Louis on the team. How cool is it to kind of show, you know, what St. Louis can do here on this stage?
I mean, you know, that was, you know, one of my main reasons, you know, coming to Mizzou. So a lot of the, you know, St. Louis guys, you know, come up here with me and, you know, turn, you know, the program around. So, I mean, as you can see, like, I mean, St. Louis, you know, like contributing, you know, to Missouri and, you know, changing the program around. So, I mean, I feel like that's a big, you know, up for St. Louis.
Are we going to see you throw it out of the Wildcat inning?
Maybe.
Luther, what did you think of Brady's performance tonight?
Brady, you know, he played good. I mean, we got the W, so, I mean, whatever he did, you know, to get the W, that's all that matters.
Luther, how does it feel for you, you know, having been former high school teammate with Dominic Lovett, now tonight you two were kind of, you know, the stars of the show in the wide receiver room. Is that something you talked about in the past, getting to this point?
I mean, yeah, we talked about it, you know, trying to, you know, carry us to be like the, you know, the best, you know, receiver corps in the country. So, I mean, you know, me and him had them talks. Yeah.
When you came in, a lot of the guys talked about how like you came in with like a not like a 5-star mentality, just acting like one of the guys. Like how do your teammates kind of embrace you as like just one of the guys?
I mean, I'm not the type to like have a big head or like get outside my comfort zone. I'm, you know, a regular guy just like everybody else. So I treat myself that way. So that's all.
What kind of confidence did, you know, win in week 1 give you and, you know, the guys in the locker room when you were down there just now?
Can you say that again?
What kind of confidence did, you know, week 1 win, come out, get the dub in the first week? Yeah, what kind of confidence did that give you and, you know, in the locker room when you were down there?
It gave us a lot of confidence, you know, moving forward. I mean, we need this win to start, you know, the season off right. So, I mean, this is a great win.
Was there anything about your game you didn't like tonight?
Yeah. I mean, the non-boss, I got to come down with them. No ifs, ands, or buts. So, I'm going to go look at some tape, you know, and move forward with it, get better.
Luther, kind of building off that, obviously, again, you got to go look at the tape, but when you look ahead to Kansas State, what are some things that, you know, you've learned about not just yourself, but the team tonight that when you're watching film, you know right now that you want to be kind of looking over and preparing as you get ready for these next 10 days and then that game?
That's a hard question. I don't even know how to answer that. I ain't gonna lie.
Last question for Luther. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Brady, come get the podium if you've got questions for Brady.
Brady, how would you assess your play today?
I thought I did some good things. Obviously, a lot to build on, a lot to fix and film tomorrow. But ultimately, we got the win, and I think I said Tuesday that's how I was going to judge my success. So we got the win, and it's time to move on. So.
How did you feel about the play, you know, from that wide receiver and tonight, you know, Dominic, Luther, obviously good games?
I thought we spread the ball well. A lot of different people touched the ball and made big plays, so that was exciting to see. Obviously, Luther made some big plays. Damo made some big plays. Found Barrett on a couple, so that was really exciting.
Brady, the touchdown to Luther, I think he caught the ball about the 7. When you see him catch that ball, is there a thought in your mind he can score on that play?
Yeah, I threw it. I think I saw like 3 defenders like right behind him, and I was just like, all right, go do your thing, man. and he did, so that was exciting.
Brady, talk about the feelings coming into tonight versus going into the Armed Forces Bowl and just having a whole fall camp and just kind of the confidence level now versus back in December.
Yeah, I think obviously it's just a different feel. I've been able to, build chemistry with the whole offense and, my center and the line and the receiver. So there's a lot of chemistry there, which obviously helps my confidence, and I think that will continue to build.
Coach talked about you all kind of starting a little slow in the first quarter. Did you pin down why exactly you was disconnecting?
Yeah, I think it was kind of just getting out those first game jitters for a couple of drives. We couldn't get the ball rolling, couldn't get it moving, and we knew we would. We just needed to settle down, and I had to trust my reads and just got it going. So,
Kind of a difference does the defensive performance with 3 takeaways in the first half make when you're trying to find that footing?
that's huge. When you're getting interceptions like that and turning the ball over, we had amazing field position to start a lot of our drives, and huge shout out to the defense because that helps the offense a lot. So.
Brady, Cody Schrader's a guy like you grew up dreaming about being in this position. What have you thought of what he's been able to bring to the team, getting in the end zone tonight too?
Yeah, I'm just so excited for Cody. I talked to him 6 months ago, and when he first got here, and he was just excited to be here. I don't think he expected to go out there and play one tonight. So I'm just so excited for him. Heck of a player. Really exciting to see him make some plays. So.
Offensive is over 300 yards rushing. As a quarterback, how does it help you as a feel more comfortable?
Yeah, our offensive line killed it tonight. I absolutely dominated. When you can take the ball down 40, 50 yards every series just off run plays, it takes a lot of pressure off. It sets you up for manageable third downs. It helps a lot, so that was huge.
Early on, there was a bunch of quick game stuff going with screens and one-read progressions. Once you got to 3rd and 10, 3rd and longs, even 2-minute drill at a half, started to air it out more. How do you think that translates to Kansas State?
Yeah, obviously we always throw in a little bit of, just attacking the perimeter and trying to get our playmakers the ball early and see how the defense reacts. I think that'll translate into K-State, and I think the 2-minute drill at the end of half, that'll be big for our offense. That was good to get that under our belt. I think a lot of the stuff will translate into K-State. So.
Brady, I think you're pretty close with Chance. His situations that kind of weighing on you in the locker room, and you guys miss him obviously not having that.
Yeah, I talked to his dad, Coach Looper, just about 15 minutes ago, and obviously, I'm really upset about it. He's my roommate, he's my best friend, so we were really looking forward to tonight being out there together, and obviously he couldn't be out there, so that was really upsetting. So.
Just talk about your initial read on your touchdown run and what you were going to go to on the read, and then just kind of when you realized that there's a lot of grass there for you.
Yeah, it was a play where we had, a formation in the boundary, and all of our receivers were flowing to the field, and I could just feel the defense kind of sweep over, and all I had to beat was one guy. So, I stepped up in the pocket and saw that hole open up, and I knew pretty quickly there was a good amount of grass to go attack.
How do you feel like Connor Collison did, first night starting at center, obviously? How do you feel like that communication was?
It was incredible. I told him after the game, I was like, hey, man, hell of a job, super impressed. Snaps were on point. His communication with the rest of the line was on point. Really exciting, and I look forward to building with him.
Brady, Luther mentioned how close you were connecting a lot of those vertical routes. What did you see with those? Because you'll have a couple shots at those.
Yeah, I think we were close. I think I threw 4 verticals to Luther in the game. We got PI on 1. I underthrew 1. It's right there. It's close. We're going to hit them. So we're going to build on that, watch it, and fix it in practice. So.
The offense kind of started a little slow. Was there a moment where you kind of felt the kind of momentum shift in the offense started to click a little more?
Yeah, I could feel it towards the end of the first quarter. everybody kind of settled down and realized, hey, we gotta drive the ball down, we gotta score. So everyone just kind of settled down towards the end of the first quarter, and we were able to get it rolling. So.
Is the long week here a good thing, or does it throw off rhythm?
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. It's an extra day for me, the coaches, the rest of the players to watch tape and prepare. So, we're all in on extra days.
Brady talked a little bit earlier about the importance of having that defense and being able to receive the ball in positive positions on the field. As an offense, what do you guys have to make sure to do that, take advantage of when you get the ball in midfield? I know the first turnover was a 3 and out, but after that, turning it into those drives at the end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter. So what do you guys have to do to make sure, you're taking advantage of the positions the defense puts you in?
Yeah, we just got to do our defensive favor and score points. When they give us the ball at the 50-yard line, we got to drive and at least put 3 points on the board. Can't be 3 and out. Can't send them right back out on defense. Give those guys a rest. Let them enjoy the turnover, and we got to score some points. So we just got to get it done.
Anything else for Brady?
Brady, I don't know how much you were watching from the sideline, but what did you think of the new guys on defense from what you saw?
Yeah, I thought they played a great game. Hopper's one heck of a player. Obviously his turnover. And yeah, I was impressed all around by the defense. So.
Do you see that, what we saw tonight from Hopper in practice? It's like he's coming downhill with an edge on his
Oh yeah. I've been saying this for a long time. That dude is the real deal. He's fast. He comes downhill quick. He's a smart player. So that's one dude to keep an eye on. He's legit. So.
Thanks, Brady.
Thank you.
Got Joseph Charleston at the podium. If you've got questions for Joseph.
Just take us through the play.
I saw the ball get tipped, and I saw Martez running back for it, but I wasn't sure whether he was going to get it or not. So once I saw it was kind of a little bit too far for him, I just kept going and I caught it. And then after that, honestly, I don't know. I just let my body do the rest.
A little bit more rewarding after you had one. You thought you had one that got taken away.
Yeah. It definitely was a good feeling. Especially, I felt like that really had helped our defense settle in. So I think that was a good feeling. Mm-hmm.
How many interceptions did they exceed expectations, or still more work to do when it comes to that? Because I know you came up a couple.
Yeah, definitely. We always have work to do. So we had a really good day defensively and offensively. But there's definitely more work to do for sure.
Does getting that interception, especially your first game at Mizzou, does that kind of give you a confidence boost going forward?
Yeah. I kind of felt like I was always confident in myself and my abilities, but yeah, it definitely gives me a little bit of a confidence boost.
Not just you, but Hopper, Jernigan, all these new guys. You transfer in and you can do everything in practice, but how good does it feel to go out there and go into game one kind of wanting to prove yourself to your new team? Yeah,
for sure. But no, it feels good. I think that it's a testament to the players and the coaches for, the game plan, putting us in the right position. And yeah.
Just you, but as an incoming transfer, when you looked around and saw the other guys who were coming into this team who hadn't been here before, did you say these guys should all be able to contribute at a pretty high level?
I'm sorry, say that again?
The transfers who joined this team, did you guys look around at each other and say, we should be able to make an impact right away?
We definitely felt like the transfers and the new people that came in definitely was going to be a good piece and a good piece to the team, good additions to the team, and I think that the transfers coming in, I think that we've done a really good job, adapting to the system that they already had here, and I think that that's helped us.
This is obviously a big night for you, to get a pick 6 here in front of the home crowd is really big and play a great game, but what does it mean to have your son watch you?
It's cool. This is actually his first game ever. So yeah, he turned 3 in May, and it feels really good. I went up to him right after the game. So, you want to say hi?
Hi. Anything else for JC number 2?
What'd you guys think?
Dakota.
What'd you guys think of the third down song there with the trumpet?
Third down song. No, I loved it. I loved it. I thought it was really cool. Yeah.
That was not just you, but also J.C. Carly too, making plays at the same
Mhm.
time.
Oh, no, yeah.
What about tonight was good for the safeties?
I just think, like I said, testament to the coaches, you know, getting us ready, putting us in the right position. And JC, he's gifted. He's as gifted as they come. So, you know, nothing that he did today surprised me because he's as gifted as they come. So, you know.
Well, when the defensive line is getting pressured how they are and containing it
Mhm.
and things like that, how easy does it make your job and the rest of the defensive backs?
Yeah, you just gotta catch the ball when it comes. So, the D line is really good. The D line is really good. Them getting pressure on the quarterback definitely makes it a lot easier. We don't have to cover for as long, and it's definitely really good. It definitely helps us out a lot and lets us play with more vision. You know.
Anything else? Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it, Tal.
We've got Tyrone Hopper at the podium if you've got questions for Tyrone.
Tyrone, you kind of came out of nowhere for that interception. Just walk us through what you saw through that play.
Well, I just read the quarterback eyes and he threw it to me.
How would you assess your night overall? You know, your first time getting out here for a
It felt good first game with the Tigers and all, but I feel like I got some things I need to clean up. So yeah, just that.
Tyrone, assuming you probably didn't really see, you don't really see the offense when they're on the field, but I'm curious, day to day, what it's like with Luther. Do you see that elusiveness in practice when you're practicing against him?
Oh yeah, all the time, every day. He always making big plays, so you know, it's carrying over, as you see.
So there seemed to be kind of a thought amongst fans if you could kind of repeat your success that you had versus Mizzou when you were with Florida last year. How do you think you played today in your first game through college?
I feel like I played. I feel like I played pretty well, but like I said earlier, there's some things that I need to clean up, go in the film room and work on.
Is there anything in particular that sticks out in your head? Like I really wish I had that play back or that series back.
Not really. I'm just gonna run it back tomorrow. You know, watch a little film tonight, and yeah.
What are some things off the top of your head that you feel like you need to clean up?
I feel like I need to work on everything, honestly.
Your teammates were throwing around a lot of praise for you earlier, saying that they like the way you play, the intensity you bring. How would you describe kind of your style and the way you play linebacker position? It seems like it's downhill with an edge, but how do you explain it, and where did it come from?
I don't know. I just try to play fast. You know, that's it. Fast, physical football.
Have you always, ever since you started playing?
Yeah, ever since I started playing, that's always how I played.
obviously you weren't here last year, but what does it mean for this defense? You know, obviously, like Coach Drink said, what a difference a year makes. You know, what did it mean to start like this?
We started pretty well, but I mean, we still got some things we need to work on. So yeah, it's first game. We got some stuff we need to clean up.
What you guys think of that third down song with the trumpet?
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
When your defensive line is playing as well as it was today, how does that make it easy for you as a linebacker?
It's always good when your defensive line getting pressure like that, making it easy for you to flow. So, yeah.
What does it do for you guys' confidence to see, you know, the defense clicking and what you guys are doing at every level to translate into those 3 turnovers in the first half, especially? How does that kind of up confidence and kind of help you guys get comfortable in a game like this and building into the season?
I feel like I mean, it's a confidence booster. I mean, we was able to make some plays, 3 interceptions in the first. So I feel like, you know, y'all was able to see some of the things we can do. And, yeah.
Anything else for Tyrone? Thank you, sir.